Youth advocates in Nigeria have called for increased education of the tenets of human rights among Nigerian youths and vulnerable groups in rural communities. They made the call during a dialogue with the United Nations and youth-focused organizations in Nigeria's capital, Abuja, blaming the non-adherence to human rights laws to ignorance of expectations demanded. News Central's Joseph Idong compiled this report.
This dialogue is between the United Nations in Nigeria and members of youth-focused organizations in the country. The dialogue aims to devise new ways to tackling human rights abuses by citizens, especially Nigerian youths. The UN says it recognizes the challenges young people face in standing for their rights and hopes to scale up efforts aimed at protecting citizens, with young Nigerians taking the lead.
We know for many of you, the transition to adulthood can be particularly challenging with especially young people with disabilities, young migrants and refugees, and those who live who are in conflicts with the law, and also those who live in conflicts and insecure situations. Even within young people, there is discrimination and having access to substantive equality. We have a duty, and we believe that's the UN, to ensure young people's voices are heard, and that's why we are here today.
In the United Nations, we are interested in the observance and respect for human rights, but we want that monitoring of human rights to also be done by young people in this country, because they feel when their rights are violated, or they feel when they are not fully enjoying the rights they are entitled to. So this is one of the reasons we are having this event today.
Some rights advocates present say government has not done enough in protecting young persons and educating them on human rights expectations. They say they want increased advocacy to citizens on the tenets of human rights and the inclusion of youth in policy formulation and government's decision-making process.
We need to start teaching our youth, starting from the primary school, about their rights. Their right not just in the Nigerian constitution, but their right in the African Charter for Human Rights.
Let's bring the coalition of youth, educate them on this. So those youth can able to, if you can have what they call a boostman, called Public Complaint Commission, what they are doing. People are now becoming aware of their rights. If they can have it in the youth domain,
there should be an inclusive system of government whereby the youth will be also included in policy making. That is the main focus of all these human rights we're talking about. If they are not included in the policy making, irrespective of how good those policies are, they will not stand.
It is not enough that you organize conferences and seminars, bringing people that will just come, listen, and go. More work should be done into implementations of lots of these principles, lots of these laws that are being promulgated for humanity.
The United Nations assured that it will continue to support government to meet its basic human rights obligations and is confident that engagement like these with young persons will be replicated across the country.